take it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
All right. Good. Okay, what you playing now? That's what you playing. Oh, buddy, ready? I'm ready. Uh, 96, 96, 96, 97. Sheesh. Will he run the ball though? That's what. He might pass. He might pass. We're gonna see what we can do. Oh, he might see what we're gonna do. Let's see. Where's clutch?
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is
actually been winning my team for
in
years.
all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Yes,
and he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. Pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job on the defense.
You make it sound like some type of homestand.
Seventh play of this opening drive.
Looks like he's coming in.
Third and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nah, he's coming to blitz. I have to come over a different approach.
The seventh play of the gonna run it. It's Carroll.
That's a nice job by this defense getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so
because what happens is the screen be shaking.
But they react
when the screen be shaking like that, it's kind of hard to
and now probably going to force the punt.
Yeah, when the screen's shaking, it's kind of hard to run routes and stuff. That's the problem. Let's see what he does.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Yeah, okay.
Got enough for the first. He
magically bounced off, bro.
He found some open
space. He bounced off the dude.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the
elusiveness. You can see how long this thing is going to go.
Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page. They've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. Put a good drive together.
See some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Terrell. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure. It looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You could run, since he came out in that formation, you could run something else. Well, I have to kick 4th and 1.
Critically important
What?
to make sure they have the right
Let me look at
everyone on the
these
same page
rules. Let
here.
me see. I got me
Florida
kicking
Atlantic
4th and 1.
decides
That's
to
crazy.
punt it away.
I understand that
The
was
punter
like
going
4th
to get
and
his
2.
first work of the afternoon.
And I don't really kick off there anyway, so.
Fields
Yeah, it
the punt and try to pick up
says.
some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness.
4th and 5
all on
unless you're
display
at the
in that
49
sweet
line.
return there.
You can't go for it. 4th and 1 at any time, anywhere, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You give up the ball for nothing.
The Gators sending the offense back to work.
That's your rules. You got to
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
I'm not gonna do this all game.
An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Damn, bro. I really didn't want to give it that ball. I didn't even have to. That's the most insane part about that. Crazy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Terrell. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Right, great little run. Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
the offense humming. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Terrell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Complete downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to find the end zone. Defense grabs the football.
What? He fumbled. He fumbled on. I was running conservative. We have to challenge the play. We got to challenge it. I have to challenge it, bro. No way I fumbled,
Great job
bro.
by the defense here, forcing the fumble.
Oh, way, bro.
The ball came out quick.
Of course
I
it's
gotta break,
down.
get hats to the football.
Fumbles in the end zone. He
Secure
gets
the
it.
tackle.
Fair enough.
Try to get that football out. Nice turnover. Nice hustle by this defense.
I really know what he's
The
doing.
coach
Right?
still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the left side. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking deep.
Yeah.
He's got it inside the 30.
He still had enough time to throw it.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like
Why did he
sleepwalking
jump?
at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
What
Well,
we
it's a
could do?
simple
I
play.
haven't been
QB's just
right
looking
back
for his
in the
big
middle.
fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Owls will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Card. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
We're going to come up with solutions.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds a man in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
All right, we ready where you want him.
Defense getting that incompletion. That hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, you can tell
he could run
all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Lost to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might.
The hits that I get off these is insane, though.
Holy moly. And you revisit these games. Who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these golden situations?
I don't even know what that was.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown Owls! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know you was not going to blitz that.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now this legs, it's Raymond. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to first down and more. Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners.
I don't have nothing in my hand.
Got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Well, take it up.
Kevin.
Man, it just means
what are you doing coming to me for? I have it.
And take a look at how things are like. All the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they'll run it to the right here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Owls in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle.
Thank you.
Bounced right to him, and he's on
Even though we're running conservative.
Knocked down, but not
Even though we're
before
running
he gets the
conservative.
first down after recovering the fumble. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Carr. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Crazy.
Really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a
I know my
route,
team is a bum
find
squad now.
space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Throwing right. And that one's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the option, he just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's sacked. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Thank you.
Got it in the middle. It's sacked.
Let's go.
And he'll run it into the end zone.
You don't pressure me, boy.
Florida Atlantic.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone.
What's the crowd in shaking?
Two-score game, and they needed some
smooth.
positive momentum. Something going well. Something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Bringing it back.
All we gotta do is stop this bum from running the ball. We'll be just all right. We're in front of the solution. That was nothing special.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Gonna take a shot.
Oh, wow.
Hits him inside the 20, still going.
That's how you got
Wait a minute, we'll have to
it.
check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Single play, hit the big chunk, get the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. substitution from the wideout.
Come on, baby. Keep it simple.
Looking to throw on first down.
Yep. Thank you.
Snagged out of the air. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
There you go.
Makes the catch. It's sacked. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Right.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the... Oh, he's got some space.
Nope.
Nice
Good
pick
stop.
up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks.
One step at a
First
time.
down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going
good
around and
style.
get me first down,
Let's get
I'm
it.
going to continue to
Make this
feature
boy
them.
pass.
If I'm the orange,
Make this boy do
blue,
something else
it's
than
not
trying to
hard
throw it
find
deep.
that guy, give him the ball.
Timeout
I
called
need
by
to-
the defense. It's their
need
first
to
of the
pick the
half as they'll
audible.
go to the
There's no
sideline
audible.
and try to make adjustments. High the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback.
Good stop,
And he
bro.
has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Good
And, you know,
stop.
when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up
come
third
on,
and
bro.
long. So
No
that's
way.
a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collins. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Owls want to pick up the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Card. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Caught near the sticks. It's sacked. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. Now, I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. At the 45, on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably...
There he goes! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they're not on the same page there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. they're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Just keep swinging it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. That running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Big guy smells it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's set. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's sacked.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty important.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Gator. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They push out that lead a bit and draw much And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The give to the lone running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. H. Collins. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something. And
going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
they do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hold on, actually. Oh, no way.
Oh.